I started smoking because of the way that it smelled in my father's hands. It smelled like wood and smoke and sweat, like all the worst and best parts of America that I hadn't gotten to know yet. And now I buy my cigarettes at a corner store. It's been open for over 20 years. An Ethiopian family recently bought the business. In the beginning, they used to eyeball me, expecting me to steal something because I don't look like the kind of person that eats at the Cheesecake Factory. But as time passed, they got to know me. And after owning the store for over a year, I'm no longer the one they look at. Now, they watch all the young black men who come in, and I think to myself, welcome to America. This is gonna hurt, but you'll get used to it. When I was 5 years old, I said my first racial slur. I called my mother a honky. She laughed so hard she spit box wine all over the table, but these days I don't use epithets. I will never say the word because every time I have in the past, I could have sworn that I tasted gunpowder in the back of my throat. Now, just because you read the autobiography of Malcolm X does not put you on the cover of Cool White Boy Monthly, but it's not a bad start. Stop this practice of assumption, like a shoe full of rice. Smile, breathe in the world around you, and give special notice to the things that make you the most uncomfortable, because the thing that seems the most foreign usually hits the closest to home, and only children are afraid of their own reflections when they see them in the water. And we are children that have been through more than we allow ourselves to admit, standing on each other's backs for more than a century, and when one or the other has left boot marks, the fingers pointed have usually been cut off. And the missing limbs left over from the past have carried this history into an easy-to-manage and fashionable package, complete with stain guards so the tears roll right off as if they'd never been there in the first place, and cargo pockets for all the extra baggage that we haven't figured out where to put yet. This way, they can just stash it somewhere where we won't have to look at it, as though history wasn't being made in such ways. Selling black history to young white Americans as though it isn't somehow our own too, like the civil rights movement was something that just happened in the past, that history isn't being made right now, that we had nothing to do with it, that these slave owners and Klan members were strange foreign legions that committed atrocities in some faraway land, some kind of background antagonist without a face, beady eyes beneath the sheet that didn't return home at night and look at a family, at a little girl that loved the way that smoke and sweat and wood smelled on her father's hands. A little girl that will one day have to choose what to do with their own hands, to decide what they'll smell like, how they'll carry the weight of history, what they're going to let go of, and who they're going to choose to hold on to.